If you guys are in the market for a new tripod head, you should really pay attention to the new Tricer fluid head. It came out just this year, and it really is a game changer, especially in the hunting industry, when having something that's small and light is going to make a huge difference. So it's coming in at just 4.5 ounces. That's, about a third of most of the competitors that you're going to be looking at. And my initial thoughts were, okay, sure, it's light, but there's no way it's going to be fluid. I was very much wrong. This is one of the more fluid heads that I've ever used. And what I appreciate about it is the fluidity is actually throughout the tightness. So it can be loose, you've got good fluidity, but a lot of tripod heads, once you crank them down pretty good, you lose a lot of that fluid motion. This one, you can bring it down pretty far, especially on the tilt. Like we're tight right now, and you give it a fair amount of pressure, and it moves slow. So that means if you got a spotting scope, you got a deer on the end of it, and you're trying to move just a little bit, you don't have to loosen your tripod head, wobble around. We've all done it. On this one, you can just loosen it up a little bit here and give it quite a bit of pressure, and you should be able to track that animal just fine. Definitely excited for this as a camera guy primarily. Obviously, you don't want shaky video, so this should be a pretty great addition. Now, there's two things that I don't love about it. The first one is the fact that there's no lock in the base plate here. So if you don't have it tight and your optics start to fall, they'll just slide right out. So you definitely got to be careful about that. But the base plate is Arca-Swiss compatible. It's just a simple mechanism. It won't clog up in the dust like some others. And the second thing is to lock it down. If you have a heavier spotter, something like a full-size camera or a larger spotting scope, with that extra weight, you do have to crank down the tilt, quite a bit. Otherwise, it'll slowly fade. But, with one hand, it's no problem to really lock it in. You just have to be a little intentional about that. Like I said before though, once it's locked in, you can give it just a little adjustment, which I'm really excited about. I think this is gonna be a great piece. Comes in at about 189 bucks, so it's not necessarily cheap, but I would say it is definitely worth it, especially if you're in the market for a higher end tripod head such as the Sirui VA5, which is what I was using before. So we do have them in stock at gearful.com, so head over there and go check them out.